Hello family, welcome to Carolliving. We are still sharing our travel design experience. The last video I shared the African, the ethnic, the industrial vibe of the hotel where we live. Now I'm going to share the second hotel interior design. It was kind of modern, I think, meeting contemporary. Modern meeting contemporary. It was not completely, like that stairway. I feel like, okay, there is in one corner there is an African artifact, in another corner there is a lot of modern vibe. I'm going to start with the entrance, the reception area as you come in, just right from the gate. There is of course the signpost for the hotel. It was Boulevard Hotel in Nairobi. Very amazing space to stay, and we enjoyed Christmas because there was a lot of people visiting, but also fewer, like many, I think, country people had really gone to the villages. So the town was quaint, was silent, was harmonious. Me, I enjoyed myself. But the Boulevard Hotel, as you enter, you find there is a lot of like artistic crafting around the reception area. The reception is basically a very quaint space. It has a lobby with couches. But just before us adjoining to it, there are like waiting rooms that are like curtained with a very like a woven textural wall in a way, like it just stretches across. I love the color. They were very warm, they were muddy, they were very earthy. I love the earthy tones. They're modern but really earthy tones. I love their carved furniture. Most of like there was a restaurant as you enter as well that has carved furniture. It's like wicker furniture but carved and brown in color, just in keeping with the brown earthy tones. I loved it. Of course, there was, as you went to our hotel rooms, you go to a very late upstairs. I love the lighting there. Like they use every kind of lighting you can think of, from the accent lighting to the functional lighting to the mood lights. Like they apply the principles of lighting in every single way to achieve beauty, to achieve harmony, but also to light up the spaces. You can have a very well decorated space, but if you don't light it up properly, it may be like subdued, like the decor doesn't come out nicely. So I loved their wooden staircase as you go up, the light. There was a ceiling fitting that was just like running through the stairway from the upper side, the ceiling, all the way to the almost the lower end of the staircase, and properly positioned in a way that it will never be in your way. I loved the lighting along, like there were mood lights in the flowers, like they were just peeking through the greenery and enhancing how the greenery looked, like bringing the outside inside, but in such a very, and that was really natural greenery, like real plants growing. And because it was near the window side, they get actually the light they need, they're able to actually make the food they need. So they were existing there as green organic plants growing. Yeah, we would land into like a mini living room for the hotel rooms, and yeah, it was very quaint, very modern, colorful. Of course, a gray palette on the chairs, but accent pillows with a lot of color. In keeping with even the season. It was a Christmas time and the season was colorful. Yes, I just loved the way it was. It was very cool, and we enjoyed that space. It was like library-like. Yes, the rooms were very silent, very harmonious, white beddings, a little brown accent at the edge, like a brown, more like this color of my coat, like a brown, just a light, like a brown, I can call it like a shawl of the bed at the bottom side. The beds were very simple, very, very, very simple. I noticed that they had very, very simple, can I say, headboards. They were just like a little metallic accent on the headboards. Very simple, very quiet, so that they can coexist. Not so in a room sleeping three, so they were quiet in their way. They wouldn't look crowded there. They had a lot of very accent lighting, both functional accent and mood lighting. For their functional lighting, it was in the ceiling, but hidden under like an alcove of a ceiling in a way that you couldn't see it, but it was there, brightening up the room. Their accent lighting came from like a bit of the lampshades. They have lampshades on either side of the beds, but they also had a bigger lampshade in the corner. It gave a lot of accent lighting, giving a very clean vibe. But most importantly, I liked the backdrop. These rooms had such a green backdrop through the windows. They had gliding windows that just give you such a view of nature. It's overwhelming, but in all the right proportions. Like it's overwhelming, but in a beautiful way. I love the green backdrop. Like when you open your windows, it was such a green backdrop. And at night was also lit up. They had a lot of accent lighting and decorative lighting in the compound. Of course, it's in keeping with the season, but I loved it. It was so green, gray, lots of playing around the different shades as the day progresses from morning to evening. I love the green backdrop. Yeah, notice that as we went out in the yards, like, of course, sometimes you go out like to lounge in the different lounges around. They had a lot of different materials used in their lounging cabins. From the dividers, I could say, like the partitions, there were different kinds. There was wood, there was metal, painted metal, there was serrated wood, like shiplap kind of wood. There were ceilings that were like fabric ceilings with pink, and bring through lots of good coloring for a great vibe in the evenings especially. Of course, there was a lot of Christmas lighting that was just running across those spaces in a way that it would beautify it even more. I love this hotel. They had great gardens, so many succulents in their gardens, low maintenance plants, of course. Succulents properly planted, like undergrowing plants, overhead plants, creepers, just like space occupying plants. I loved the combination of their gardens, and it gave us such a vibe, like such a very cool vibe. I love the way they arrange their spaces. You know, you find like a pizza restaurant on one side, a bar on another side, a lounging area, a restaurant for breakfast on one area, and then a restaurant for the general lunches and everything on another. I loved how everything played out to make this hotel a beautiful one. But also, that my take home was, you know, you don't have to borrow everything, because, you know, sometimes you don't have the space that is hotel-like, but you can borrow one or two accents that you can take home with you and embody in your interior design style. I just wanted to share this space, and I hope that it can serve as an inspiration to you in your design, and in your layout of your homes, of your business spaces, so you can, you know, get empowered. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to continue sharing the different design experiences I got while traveling over the holidays. And yes, so for those of us who are here, we still enjoyed ourselves. We beautified our homes with lots of decor for Christmas, and just kept within our interior decor style. Share your plans, share your experiences for the holidays, share what you did well during the celebration of the end of your holiday time, as we all know it. Thank you so much. Keep at Carolliving, and look out for our next video, and keep subscribing to our channel. Is that enough?
What, is the phone following me?
No. Okay.
That is going in my way.